Hello, good day everyone, and welcome back to my blog. And as expected, since I'm already scheduled on the 8 to 12 work, it's already 9 p.m. to be specific. I am going to show you again on another day of my routine, routine work time. So right now, the job order that was been given to me is basically fresh wash the BLS, or as what we call it here in the, to be specific, in our shuttle tanker, the North Sea line. So the main purpose of it is just to get rid of all the salt that accumulated on the deck. And since we're doing a little bit of a wet work, or more like a water, because we're just spraying water, fresh water specifically all over on that part area, we might be needing a squeegee. So you know the squeegee that you use to wipe off stuff in water. So yeah, since we're already you know made since we've already gone on the starboard side a number of times, we're gonna try to go to the port side. So hopefully I won't get detected by the by the security cameras here. But I don't think the security cameras are really a thing here, because there's a lot of obstructions. So before I went to work with the washing this BLS, the first work that I had on the job order at 8 o'clock was basically paint the you know uh, paint the chipped areas with the first coat of paint. Unfortunately, uh, one of my co-workers accidentally prepared a red primer paint rather than the gray one. Red primer paint here on this ship is usually reserved for a second coat, and right now it was being used as a first coat right now alternatively. But anyway, that's not a problem in reality, because first primer paints and second coat primer paints can be used interchangeably on ships. So here's the as you can see, that's the areas that I have been painting at. Um, this is also the one that I just painted recently, a few minutes ago, or an hour ago, I guess. So right now, our gangway is still deployed, because you know our as you can see, our rescue boat is being used as a form of transport right now. Transport in the sense that you could, it's used as a form of transport to go ashore. And yes, I thought it was a joke earlier that the rescue boat could be used as a form of transport to go ashore. I mean, it was a joke back when I was working on the VLCC and crude oil tankers. But here, apparently here in this shuttle tanker, it is really used as a form of transport. So we'll just go for the trunk deck area just to avoid the security cameras. I'm not really comfortable in, going on the deck area, because there's a ton of security cameras there. Here inside the trunk deck, there's almost no security cameras here. So in other words, I can freely move around from F area to the forward area unrestricted with movement, because there's no security cameras here. Sorry, I had to yell a lot a few moments ago, because of the background noise coming from the manifold area of this ship, from that area. Now it might not be heard here on the action camera, but if you can hear it on your naked ears, it's very loud in that area. So if you're noticing, I am speaking more like on the microphone hole of this action camera. So anyway, I've already been told earlier that the that the freshwater hose has already been prepared. So, so the only thing that I could do right now is basically just, wash the whole deck area on the BLS or the North Sea Line deck. So probably they're just referring, the upper floor, specifically the, you know, the area that has a tracking winch. Okay, so we're now on the forward area now of this ship. So I'll just have to open this one. Okay, there we go. And there. Okay, this is a bit of a surprise. I was expecting that the lights weren't switched on earlier, but it seems that, they switched it earlier. Anyway, whatever the case, I'll just go inside to the BLS. Okay, yeah, I'm just quiet here because there's two security cameras here in this area as well. Same as an additional security cameras here. So I'll just take a peek and see if the lights are switched off. Or, oh, okay. Fortunately, it's switched on. So, okay, I'll just have to move around a bit here and close this one. Okay, there we go. So if I'm reading it correctly, the freshwater hose should be already been prepared. And yes, it is. Okay, so this is our BLS drain. Freshwater hose is already laid out. So I'm just going to go a little bit up here. Oh, by the way, this is also the valve that more like an open and close directly to the North Sea Line. So I've already said that a couple of times now. This is our North Sea Line, goes way beyond directly to the manifold area to load cargo. Okay, let's take a look at here. So there's a lot of salt water right now. So the only thing I have to do probably is, fresh wash this whole thing. Fresh wash this whole thing and then push the water all the way up on the drain pipes here. Yeah, I guess I better go start to work now. And yeah, so I'll probably do a fast forward here. So I'll, just give me a moment here. Wait, okay, on second thought, I'll rather keep this action camera switched on and then switch the freshwater valve below, and then hopefully at this time of hour nobody's watching security cameras because it's already almost, I guess, 10 o'clock at night. So I'll just switch on the freshwater connection here. Yeah, I guess we got water done on that part. Okay, so once I get there, I'm gonna fast forward this so that you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, I guess this is the part where I have to, fast forward everything here. So, yeah, stay tuned, and I'm gonna fast forward this. so basically what I'm just doing now is just basically wet the whole entire place. So yeah, wet it with some sort of garden hose. Make sure that all the salt is washed out. So anyway, it's a good thing I do have a squeegee around. Okay, just washed everything here. Make sure that everything is all wet, or at least all wet with fresh water, so that the salts, specifically salt water, is washed up. So there we go. Okay, well, it's not really that hard job, to be honest, because we're just washing this one with a garden hose, making sure that no salt water gets in. Although yeah, my shoes are getting wet here. I should have should have bring along a boots here. Anyway, that's okay. So yeah, I'll just make sure that everything is wet here with fresh water. Well, I'm just gonna wash my socks later with on the washing machine. Besides, it already need washing. So there. That's really not that hard of a job, to be honest. I'm just basically just washing off all the you know all the water here. Anyway, one way of getting rid of the salt on board is basically just washing it with fresh water. So I guess a few more minutes and we're probably finished here. Um, we're just gonna wipe it out with I don't know, maybe an air or something. Oh, geez. Okay, so I guess that's finished. We're done with that. And I'll going to go use a squeegee to wipe this thing all and push it here in this hole so to drain. After that, I'm gonna use in the air hose. So it's gonna take a long work. So I'm just gonna switch it off just to save some time here on the recording, and I'll just update it when I'm done with this work. Okay, so we've already finished, at least the nearest thing I could do in fresh washing this BLS area near on the traction winch. So the only thing left to do now is probably let this thing dry, and I'll probably have to head back on the accommodation area. Of course, for security reasons, for security and my safety, I will not be going to the areas where there is a heavily, there's a heavy security camera. I just wiped up, imagine I just wiped up the whole area with a squeegee here. So, yeah, we're now heading off. I'm just gonna head back down and go to the Bosun store direction just to avoid all those security cameras and then go to the deck trunk. Alright, there we go. I'm just going to return this squeegee that I have here that I used. So yeah, okay. Okay, just give me a moment. Alright, there we go. We're now in the Bosun store. So I'll just be going down. And that probably concludes my work shift for this day. It's already almost 10 o'clock. So, well, it's actually almost 10:18. So, there we go. I'm just gonna head on the usual trunk deck. Right. Huh? There we go. Yep, just slam that. Oh God. Okay. It's really hard to, use one hand on work and use the other hand for vlogging and filming. Probably I should consider activating my, you know, probably have to give it a second thought on using the headset camera that I bought from Ordro. So anyway, this is now the long walk towards the accommodation area. So yeah. Whew. So anyway, I'll just give you a view on the whole, trunk deck of ours and our piping system one more time. Yeah, I usually, walk in this area. So hopefully it's already nighttime, so there's little people working, and in fact there's no people working at all. I mean, no people working at all during this time. Okay. Oh yeah, one more thing that I like to discuss, which I mentioned yesterday during my update on my situation blog after the Gothenburg discharge. It is confirmed that this ship will probably be loading and discharging cargo in the Scariff Bay in United Kingdom. So probably on week's end, I'm not sure, but I believe if it is going to be Monday, Tuesday, this ship will probably be heading out and pulling out on the Anchorage area. But what is sure is that we'll be heading off. This ship will be heading off in the Scariff. It should be in the Scariff area by Thursday. So yeah, it's probably if anybody has an idea, it should be probably heading a bit west out of Denmark for about 2 to 3 days, and there we'll be heading off in the United Kingdom. So yeah. Now, in regards to the discharge port, I am not sure. The only details that have been given and was updated for today is that it will be a ship-to-ship operation. So I'm not sure if it's ship-to-ship unloading or ship-to-ship loading. Well, I think the loading part will probably be, from directly from the platform. So I don't know. We'll just find out on week's end, I guess. Whew. Okay, so there we go. Uh, we're now near the accommodation. So I'm just gonna open this watertight door here, and there. And just lock this one. So it's really hard to operate with just one hand, and it's really hard opening stuff and using on work using only one hand right now. So I'm just gonna return this squeaky that I got. So I still got a lot of time. It's already sunset from the looks of it. So okay, I'm just gonna return this one. There we go, and that concludes our day. So I just have to go inside now on the accommodation entrance. So there we go. That concludes our work, or my work on the 8 to 12 night shift. So if you kind of like my blog, just like and subscribe on my blog channel. It really helps me a lot with the algorithm. I mean, if it's not asking too much. So again, this is the Furry Archivist. Have a great day, everyone, and see you around on our next blogging session. So bye-bye for now.